You're watching Media Dialogues, and I'm in conversation with Shreyas Srinivasan of Paytm Insider, Roshan Abbas of Commune and Experience, and VG Jairam of Hyperlink Brand Solutions. And we're talking about the live entertainment business. I'm curious, does dynamic pricing and those kind of elements and mechanisms come into play in India yet, or are we far away?
Definitely.
We are.
Yes,
It's already here.
Yes, it's already here.
We've been doing it for years. Like, the thing is, dynamic pricing comes in when there's demand.
Yeah.
For a long time, when we didn't have demand, having dynamic pricing really helped no one, right?
But it's there now because the demand is there in this manner.
Yeah. So we've been deploying dynamic pricing in IPL since 2016, 17, right? And almost all our machine learning models give anywhere between 20 to 35% lift on total revenue because of dynamic pricing.
No, and also, to supplement that, young people are spending more than 35% of what they earn on experiences. Remember, and Jairam said this so well, that earlier people wanted to save money to buy a house, buy a car, etc. They're not doing any of that. Absolutely. They only want to create memories and have those moments. And in doing
so it's very much about the moment. It's very much about now.
Just a simple data point that on November 26th, in a small suburb in Bombay, BKC, one street apart, one you have Arijit Singh doing 8 or 9,000 tickets, and the other is DJ Snake doing another 8 or 9,000 tickets. You're talking about almost 20,000 people in just one area, and you could, if I were to just throw a number, I'm sure that cumulatively it's crossed over $2 million of tickets, just tickets, so that's where this demand is gone. People are buying experiences. I think they always bought it, but now they're ready to pay top dollar for it.
To add to what Shreyas said, the creator economy having expanded, creators have created culture, and there are culture points that didn't exist.
And created their own audiences.
Exactly. So as I was saying, creator, culture, community. And brands are either coming in the reverse and saying, I want to own X community, therefore what can I do? So they will have managed IPs, which Jairam and Hyperlink are so wonderful at. Or they will come to us saying, oh, you get this particular audience, which I want to dip into.
And then we come and advertise.
And we come and advertise. But even content, see, because we are event creators, we are able to smartly integrate brands into these events.
Sure.
We are able to generate content that lives a digital life later. That is equally an important thing. I keep saying, championing this to brands, saying, build your communities, nurture them through the year, because that's the only way.
So are brands getting it?
They are. They are. Spotify built a great podcasting community. Netflix is working on another, a viewers community in that sense. All Alco-Bev brands have no other option but to do it.
By default.
By default.
But I think brands today are understanding culture, and I think they also understand that it needs to be a more long-term, immersive kind of play rather than very tactical, I'm a sponsor and get out of the story.
And 70% of your revenues are coming from brands, isn't it? From
that's
advertising
also a slight
support.
correction, I would say, that while if you're looking at certain niche IPs or niche pockets, then that would be true, I would say 60-40. But otherwise, pretty much, I would say that the ticket price or the ticket buying takes care of pretty much 60% or 70% of your
And that's a big
cost.
change.
That's a huge change.
Okay.
That's a big change. And like Shreya said, the ticket buying audience and the premium for those tickets is increasing in a big way.
Right.
And we are seeing that.
Shreyas, the illustrations we are using, and at least for me, the lens is pretty much Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore. But you said you could have things in Agra because a lot of people have moved out. Give me a sense of the pan-India appetite and also any trends that you can see beyond the big metros.
Yeah. So we this year have already done at least a single event in about 168 cities across India.
Wow.
Right? When I took that export, there are a lot of cities that I didn't know where they were. I literally had to go to Google Maps and say, where is this city? And what is fascinating is there are cities like Raipur, Ranchi, which are pretty big cities. I mean, they have a few million people. They have started doing events which are doing 30, 40 lakh rupees in tickets. And that's unheard of. Like till a few years ago, like a 40 lakh doing anything outside of Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore was really, really difficult, maybe Pune. So we are seeing the same pattern which the same human basic pattern which we said, that People want to go out and experience, have a shared moment. That's happening in every city, and there's a premium to that experience in every city.
Okay, I'm going to have to close this show. So, Roshan, closing thoughts. Anything else to unlock value here, or are you, this is organic and it's, the engine is with you guys?
I think, see, one important thing is that there has been certain amount of growth in infrastructure as well. But what we must be careful of is that India is a concert and live event market from November to March. After that, suddenly we are restricted because of the lack of big venues. Genuinely, if there's anybody watching, and I think we would both say that, give us those venues, because the appetite is there through the year. But people don't want to go to the punishment that a concert used to be 20 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
So if you want a great experience, just give us those properties. They exist. If stadiums can be converted, if large auditoriums can be converted, we can create those experiences through the
gaming
year.
Tournaments and all are big,
they are happening. They are happening. Gaming is happening. Gaming is happening, but there are very few companies that are promoting large format gaming because it requires a lot of infrastructure setup, right? And there are only maybe, while there might be gamers everywhere, to get that kind of infrastructure together is a large cost. So I've seen that being a bit of a problem.
Okay.
I just say this much that, I think the trajectory is fantastic, and I think cultural movements is here to stay. And at least we are looking at, trends from what is available from within India rather than looking outside, and seeing that how we can source all of that and repackage it and bring it to to urban audiences and the way they are consuming it. So in a sense, super producing those experiences, which I think are fantastic, whether it's talent, whether it's artists. And again, it's not only music or theatre, it's also food and beverages. Huge opportunity there. Already there are some fantastic things happening. In fact, Insider just finished the India Cocktail Week, or there is Grub Fest, and all of these things is indication to the fact that there are people willing to spend and buy experience.
And more people coming. You mentioned Zomaland, that Zomato's, isn't it? So more people getting into this business is good for the market at this point of time.
I think it's just opening up. At the heart of all of this is the experience. And the consumer, and as long as we have that experience which is perfect, and you give them a variety to choose from, I think people are here to spend, because this generation, the Gen Z and millennials, are really not interested in saving and buying a car and buying.
And the kind of slowing down in the economy that we have been reporting, the kind of inflation figures that we have seen and continue to see, even though that's cooled off a bit. How does this impact consumption in your business?
I think we are in that unique position that people want that live entertainment. They want that touch and feel. They want those hugs and kisses to happen, because I can always catch the movie on Amazon Prime or on Netflix. So that is going to be, so we are going to run that journey.
For a while
I think
to come.
nothing can replace that experience, that emotional piece.
To that point I would make is, while they are willing to spend, they are discerning. They will wait. They will wait for every hack in the world to get more value for money. I opened my ticket pricing at a little higher than before with this estimation. I didn't get a response from that audience. I had loyalists who came in. The minute I reduced my price,
and
I did a couple
for
Spoken Fest.
Spoken Fest, sorry.
Right? And for Spoken Fest, because it's a niche festival, we get about 11,000 people or whatever, 12,000 people. But I saw that inertia. Till we didn't announce every act, till they didn't know what time to come, till they didn't know, because we're a 2-day festival, we spread across 10 hours of programming. They want to know everything before they make that choice. And that is very, very important. So earlier, gone are the days of just putting up a poster and saying, Phada poster nikla, hero type.
So you have a consumer who's willing to pay, but wants great value for money.
Absolutely.
And international standards, right? Because now you're exposed to the best.
Absolutely.
Shreyas, I'm going to give you the final word. What's the one thought you want to leave us with as we head into 2023?
I think as an industry, we should focus on building repeatable patterns. I think that always helps consumers. So I fully endorse what Roshan said about the infrastructure. If we have venues where events happen frequently, I think we will have better fill rates on those venues, because consumers are used to going there. That habit is a very useful thing for consumers. Second, I think on the consumption side, I think there's a lot of innovation on financial instruments. Obviously, I also run product for Paytm. So if you look at what's happening on the consumption side, ability to give people easy EMIs, buy now, pay later on tickets, ability for them to finance some of this entertainment consumption easily, I think that's also a big driver in terms of adopting. They don't have to wait for first of the month to buy a ticket. That used to happen a lot. People used to buy for first of the month. So I think those two things it will again be like a force multiplier. Super hopeful. I think we're doing well.
Well, that's a good note to end on. Shreyas, Jairam, Roshan, thank you very much. I'm glad we're doing this face-to-face. Maybe we can ticket this. There's a
Next
thought
time.
here probably. But thank you very much for watching. Look out for another conversation on Media Dialogues next week. See you then.